Minister of Finance, Zimbabwe Minister of Finance, Mnagagwa, achitaura ma-problems arisangana now, problems, and then how to solve the problems. So I have the short video here for Minister of Finance, and then Mnagagwa, I think everyone knows. So it's a bit of work, guys. Video actually go rest easy. Do say oh some of the funga comment section, and then you can do and panafaka subscribe.
Let me turn to some of the social benefits. Just to mention that, Madam Speaker, cumulative disbursements towards supporting vulnerable members of our society stood at 3.5 billion towards programs such as the Vulnerable Agriculture Input Scheme, or from Vudra into us a program, the BEAM program, Food Deficit Mitigation program, and supporting our War Veterans Affairs Fund. Turning to women, gender equity, and SMEs, Madam Speaker, during the first half of the year, government supported gender mainstreaming interventions with the objective of, one of the objectives is to eradicate gender-based violence, GBV, and here we expended an amount of 98.3 million ZiG. This went towards the construction of a one-stop centers, capacitation of the National Handicrafts Center of Zimbabwe, and provision of workspaces for women engaging in various businesses, among others. And that's a picture of the textile manufacturing sector in Bulawayo to support women's entrepreneurship activities. Turning to youth, sports, arts and culture area, here, Madam Speaker, I want to highlight work on the National Sports Stadium. The process of refurbishing the National Sports Stadium is now at an advanced stage, with the following notable achievements having been realized. The installation of bucket seats is now at 90% completion. Reconstruction works on new turf currently underway, with works currently at 40% completion. Completion of the installation of turnstiles at Gate 1 entrance, and then completion of the cabling and tubing for the venue operating systems, and finally, restoration of the water reticulation system, which is in progress, and that's one area where we are pushing hard to complete. The budget also extended, I must say, 28.1 million, Madam Speaker, towards this issue of drug and substance abuse, which is mainly affecting our youth. Let me turn to veterans of the liberation struggle. In line with the Second Republic's vision of inclusive economic participation and empowerment of veterans of the liberation struggle, government operationalized the Veterans Investment Corporation and launched a livestock pass-on scheme as well. In addition, the government allocated residential stands and undertook training programs to our veterans community as part of empowerment initiatives. Government also extended resources towards benefits of veterans of the liberation struggle, inclusive of education, medical and funeral assistance. Let me give you a picture of the overall infrastructure expenditure, which includes obviously ICT and the digital economy as well. Madam Speaker, cumulative expenditures on all infrastructure projects to June 2025 amounted to 15.7 billion ZiG, targeting projects in the energy, transport, water and sanitation, housing, health, education and agricultural sectors, as well as devolution. And those figures are shown on the screen. A further amount of 2.1 billion was expended on capacitation of ministries, departments and agencies through the procurement of vehicles, furniture and equipment. Turning to the transport sector specifically, Madam Speaker, a cumulative amount of 7.9 billion was spent on the transport sector, mainly towards the road development program. During the period under review, priority was accorded to the completion of new modern multi-level Trabablas interchange, which was commissioned by His Excellency the President, Dr. Mnangagwa.